Hello everyone, I'm out for a walk. I just want to tell everyone they're blessed and have a great day. This video's ending real soon. Yeah, God talks to me, but it's always really, most of the time it's very basic. I mean, I can ask them about anything. I can ask them about Jesus, but you want to hear about Jesus? Jesus was awesome. I love him. See, they'll just control my voice if I try to say anything bad. I have a different way of seeing it. Let's just talk about my life for a little bit here. I can't make good decisions. Sure, my life was wrecked 18 years ago, but and no one cares. That's why I make these videos, because if I cared, or someone else cared, maybe they'd do something about it. Maybe, I don't know. But nobody seems to care, so I just sit there day after day. It doesn't matter how talented I am. I mean, I feel like I'm very talented and very smart. That's how I feel about it. And I'm a loving person. I'm caring. I'm loving. So I have all these, what I consider good attributes. But I feel like it's not good enough. And God says it's irony. It's more like irony. It's like being a good person and going to jail or something like that. Or being a smart, talented person who loves to help people but just sits in a room all day. Yeah, and I like entertaining people. I like juggling, doing impressions, darling. I love it out here. Or are we doing some Irish or Scottish? Maybe we'll do some Scottish. I've never seen such the woods out here are fantastic. They're so great. It's like the Scottish Highlands out here. But I like making people's day better. But that's more irony because, I don't want to complain about things. But I don't. God loves me very much. They love me so much that they help me find a snake. It's a snake in the grass. Here we got a snake. All right. Looks like someone left a belt or something. Chalk that up under my belt. All right. So that's what people like to see. They like to see the strange adventures of Stephen Cake and what he finds out in the woods on a path. Try to keep it somewhat entertaining, somewhat fun, because you gotta have fun in life. Yeah, nobody likes stressful situations, but I have a saying. A little bit of stress is good. We gotta work out, do some press ourselves a little bit, and that's what I try to do. Press myself a little bit, but then I go, whoa, that's a little too much for me. So it's kind of like saying, am I disabled? It's like, does anyone care? In my view, I'm overwhelmed. That's my view. That's why if someone says, why didn't I get a job? And I said, I'm still hanging on to things that were said about me and done to me years ago that I feel are not being resolved. And then I feel like I can't win. Like, it doesn't matter if doesn't matter that, like, there's a saying, doesn't matter, and they just say that over and over again. Like, there's no winning in life. That's how I feel about it. Huh? That's how God says it. I ask a lot of questions, like, they say nobody knows what they're doing. They're just living their life. They always keep it really simple like that. The secret behind the secret. Let's see if God lets me say this. The secret behind the secret. I'm going to reveal it here for everyone on camera. It's me. I did it. Stephen, just remember, I'm the one who did it. Is that, God's playing both sides of that game. It's like they say, but it's not the God of the Bible. It's not the God of any religion. It's not even comprehensible. But they want people to have a higher purpose. They want people to, they gave me all these gifts. They put me through it. So I was totally convinced of all these beliefs, convinced that I was going to hell, convinced I was talking to spirits, convinced I was talking to animals, convinced I could talk to constructions. I was convinced of different belief systems. I still don't know, and they say you'll never know, you'll never figure it out. But there's a source behind it that can make objects move. They help me do my dancing videos, and it's not just me. I let it happen. That's why I say I go along with it. And I used to think a spirit was sitting on my bed, pressing down on it. Now it's, I say it's just like the Spirit of God that does, they can move objects. They're trying to help us, make us feel like there is a purpose in life, a higher purpose. And so some people, yeah, they say there is no truth. There's just people believe what they believe. That's why people are always debating. And then there was different belief systems. I had like certain beliefs, like in this kinesiology belief system with the map of conscience. God doesn't want me to mention the names, but in that belief system, there's no spirit guides. But I had experiences with spirit guides. So I go, well, I'm always trying to figure this out. Like in each belief system, they have different things that are incorporated. Like, are there angels in this belief system? I think a lot of people have angels in their belief system. In my view, it's just God showing up as an angel. In kinesiology, God makes the arms go strong to affirm. They can give them any number they want, but they're enforcing a belief system, supernaturally enforcing a belief system. So people will always find evidence for whatever it is, if it's one certain religion or spiritual type beliefs, paranormal type beliefs. It's weird because is there paranormal? And God says, we don't think so. But objects do move. I mean, there's lots of evidence of objects moving, and I've had many experiences. I was in a psychic once, and the candle started exploding, like it was a firecracker. And they said, yeah, that's your grandpa. And back then, I thought, maybe that was. But now it's like, now I just see it's just the Spirit of God doing that kind of thing. It's not your deceased loved ones, but it's this force that is always with us. I don't know how to explain it. Everyone has it. That's why they usually define God by lack of properties. Like, it's not this, it's not that, it's not in a location. But they have to live. This is what they say. They have to live with us and through us. So God is living. They're experiencing everything we're experiencing. And they, before we even have a thought, they already know it. And I've seen a vision of the future, so they must have insight into the possible future events. A lot of people have had dreams about things happening, and that's God. They don't see it this way when I explain it, but this is how I see it. Is like, we have our mind, but I don't even know if we own it or how does that work, but we have our mind, and then they have their mind. But they say it's not a mind. God does not have a mind, but it's like, it's in my mind. So they can just put thoughts in my head. They can just, like, that's how psychic abilities work and whatnot. Dreams, that's how dreams work. Or premonitions. Or people think that someone was talking to them, like telepathically. They're just, because at one point I went to a bar once and I was really good with, this guy was amazed. I could just guess the numbers. And I was just saying whatever came to my mind. I don't really know. But God does not want people to get rich and powerful off. So it's like they have their own will. So they don't want people to get rich and powerful. That's why one religion never ever dominates. One belief system never ever dominates. There's no, they say, why don't psychics win if they know? Why don't they win the lottery? It's because God doesn't want them to win the lottery. Or whatever. Sometimes they go, oh, well, I can sense that your son is around here, and this is where he died. It's like, and this is how they're talking to me. We're like, yeah, check over here. Yeah, go over there. Yeah, maybe it's here. Like they don't have a want, desires. Like it can't be explained. They don't have human wants, desires, needs. They don't. But they don't want us to do bad things because it's like they're living through us. So they, because that's kind of their attitude is towards me, is just because my life was wrecked. And they say it wasn't even wrecked. That it doesn't mean I can't still make something out of my life. I don't know if that can happen. I think that there's always a possibility. That's why I hang on to life. I don't want to end it. If it was up to me, people would just say, hey, what do you need? How can we help? Especially start, as I say, it starts at home with your parents, your family. And then, I'm told all the time, hey, we have rights, life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. People died for our freedoms, and then I go, and then all it takes is one bad actor, you know, a bad courtroom, to really just wreck your life. You know, one dentist, one doctor, one event, and then you're spiraling. And that's what happened to me. And then I'm not fighting back hard enough against this, and I don't have a support system to help me fight back against the wrongs. Because if your own family harms you, what are you supposed to do? So that's you know, they're not supportive. I don't even know if they'd care if I died or not. And some things God says, well, you know, they do care, but it's like in their own way. You know, it's like not. They usually say everyone wants things done their own way, whether that's right or wrong, and we all have our own standards of right and wrong. And one thing they said was, you know, laws might be enforced, but they might not be moral or right. Here comes someone, so let's say hi to someone here. Hope you're having a great day. Wonderful dog you have there.
I thought you had one.
Oh, I just found this belt.
Totally looked like a leash.
Yeah. Where'd my doggy go? Where is he? It ran away. I'll go catch it someday. Have a great day. Dude, that's what I like to do, is just have interactions like that where I'm talking to people, necessarily don't know that guy. So that's what I like to do. So I guess if I had a job or career, it would be helping people. But I also like talking about things too. So I like to find people I can kind of chit chat with, which can be hard to do. Because most people are with their friends, family, or whatever. But there's people that are, I say they have a job where they have to stand there. They have to wait for something. So those people I usually like to go up and talk to. All right. Yeah, God says, it reminds me of Yoda. Do or do not. There is no try. It's kind of like that. That's how they usually say it. It's like they tell me, stop thinking about something. If you want to do it, just do it. What, we got a moon back there? There's Endor. The Endor moon. There it is. At one point, you know, some people believe in like moon goddesses and stuff. Like at one point they convinced me that, man, this is a deep dive, you know, Adam and Eve and all these different phases to wow, it was, and that the moon was put there to stabilize the planet. It's like, whoa. Yeah, and they wanted me, they told me a lot of stuff, like, I don't know if it was a test or what. And they said, don't tell anyone about miracles and whatnot. Like, so one thing they said is like, this is different, but that there are no miracles, only God. And I think, how do you know the difference if God can supernaturally convince people of something, whether there was a miracle or not? That's what I don't know. Because they've convinced me of many things. That I was talking to Mary, for instance. I even had a dream like where I was trapped in a house. And I was saying out, Mary, Mary. Yeah, and my dreams have changed. So like, I don't even know if I can even mention it. But they give me dream interpretations. I can think of one that's kind of benign. Like these people were sharpening something like a sword or something. I can't remember what it was. And I asked for the interpretation on that, and they said, yeah, they're honing their skills. And these were the people at the comedy club, where when I go there, I'm like, I don't even got a sword, because like I'm not going there to hone my comedy, sharpen my comedy. Comedy, folks. I love comedy. It's #1 in my book. The #1 book in the Bible. They usually don't want me talking about any religion. They can just shut me down, too. So God shuts me down. Yeah. we're at 15 minutes here. So just want to let everyone know I love them. And I don't know, keep praying, do whatever is going to make what you think the world's going to be better. That's what I want, everyone to be loving and kind, because it benefits me. So it's like we all want things that innately, there's no way around that. We're all kind of want what we want. So we're all kind of stuck in that paradigm. Got some water down there. But I'll just stop it here. Have a great day.